Just in general, we have all these businesses functioning and we're trying to pay attention to what are tiny details like logos and colors and fonts, because some people have said that how you do one thing is how you do everything, or whatever we've taken, right? And we've started obsessing on these things. But genuinely, because you've seen so much in your 25 years and now especially what you're doing, what are the things that adds value to businesses?
There's a really important distinction there when you talk about adds value. And because there's two types of value in a business. There's client value or customer value, and there's shareholder value. So the way I learned this lesson was I was a struggling entrepreneur, completely obsessed with my own business, trying to figure everything out. Somebody came to me and said, would you like to buy our business? I didn't have any money. I didn't have any time, but I thought, if they think I'm good enough, then why get to kind of have a look inside and see what somebody else's business is like. So I went and kicked the tires of that business. And I remember going around with the owner and I said, I don't understand why you keep serving this client. And he said, oh, look, it's the first client we ever had. I know we lose money every time, but it's the first client. I can't fire them. And I was like, okay, I understand. And I said, what about her? What does she do? She doesn't really do anything, but like everyone in the office loves her, so I can't really fire her either. And I was like, if I bought the company, I would fire both of them. He's like, yeah, but you can do that. I can't do that. And I walked out of that meeting and it's, guy's an idiot. Like, I mean, he's so worried about things that are not important. And I went back to my own business with this kind of new set of glasses on. And I saw clients that I was serving that lost me money. And I saw people in my office that really shouldn't be there. And I realized that as entrepreneurs, we're constantly thinking about client value all day, every day. How can we add more value? How can we charge more? How can we find more value? It's all about adding value for the client. And we assume that we understand shareholder value because we're 100% the shareholder. It's all for us, right? Making the client happy must be good for us. And actually, if you start looking at it in the realms of what your business is worth to a potential buyer, oftentimes, if you obsess too much about client value, you end up depriving yourself of shareholder value. Now, the extreme of this is what private equity does. Private equity comes in and says, we don't care about the client. We're going to cut back the cost to the barest minimum. We're going to cut back the service. We're going to go the complete other way. Shareholder value ramps up. Client value ramps down. Now, that's not a sustainable path. Eventually that falls over, but they'll flip the business before that. So it was a massive eye opener to me to always keep clear. And actually what I did, I often would bring in another investor, even over for a small percentage, just to help keep me focused on shareholder value rather than client value. So yeah, that's a really important distinction, I think.